Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shasko, and in today's video I wanted to show off 3 really strong builds that don't require any game passes, they're not using any 3 magics, no vanities, and they're not going to use any limited items. So everything in this video is attainable in the game for free. Let's get right into the first build. So the first build is going to be our curse build. For this, you're going to need the Z artifact from Broly in World 1 and the curse artifact from Sukuna in World 2, and I'd recommend using the Z artifact's dash for this. So the magics you're going to be using is Fire Arrow, Cleave, and Dismantle V1, and then your spec is going to be Super Saiyan from the Z magic. And then you're always going to use 6 Eyes Blessing with every single build I'm going to show off today. So the actual gear you're going to want for this build is going to be the Curse Pants from Sukuna, the Curse Hiyori, and the Curse Scarf, and then your hat piece you're going to want to use is the Rotted Knight Helm because it gives the most health in the game. And then the weapon you're going to need to be using is the Moon Katana from the Infinity Castle raid because it is the best non-limited weapon in the game in my opinion. Black Flash or the hammer could be a good alternative. But anyways, let's get into this build. So as you guys can see, this is shredding every single boss in the game. You should have no problems killing any legendary boss. And in my opinion, this build is just as powerful as someone with 3 magics or somebody using those extra vanity buffs. You just do a stupid amount of damage and you're still getting 5.9 thousand health with 5,000 mana. So you're not going to be dying very quick. You should be able to do the raids with this. You should be able to fight Gojo and Sukuna with this and even Jogo. So the next build we're going to go over is the Limitless build. So for this build, you're going to need the Limitless artifact and the Z artifact, and Limitless comes from Gojo. So the magics you're going to want to be using is blue, red, and purple, and then you're also going to still use the Super Saiyan spec. So for the actual gear itself, what you're going to want to be using is the Infinity Hiyori, the Infinity Pants, and the Infinity Scarf with the Rotted Knight Helm yet again for all the extra health, and you're still going to be using that Moon Katana. This build is nearly identical to the curse build. As you guys can see, everything is the exact same except you just replace it with limitless attacks instead. This build is doing pretty much as much damage as the curse build. It might be a little bit worse, but not by a lot. But as you guys can see, this build deletes every single boss in the game, and you're getting 5.9 thousand health. Like, you're literally getting the exact same stats as the curse artifact build. Just the only difference is you're using Limitless instead, because I think a lot more people have the Limitless artifact than they do the curse artifact, so that's why I wanted to include this. So for the final build of this video, you're going to need the Magma artifact and the Gum artifact. Magma comes from Jogo or Marineford, and Gum comes from the Mimic Chest all around World 2. Your actual items you're going to want is the Jogoat hat. This is absolutely needed for the build. This obviously comes from Jogo, and you need this for the magic buff, and also it unlocks all the magma spells we're going to be using on this build. You're also going to need to use the Jogoat shirt, and then I'd highly recommend using the Rotted Knight leg plates because it gives the most health in the game for leg plates, and you're still going to be using the Moon Katana simply because it is the best non-limited weapon in the game in my opinion. So in your magics, I'd recommend using the Gum Dash because it's very, very good. It's kind of hard to get used to it, but it's one of the best and fastest dashes in the game. Or you can use the Magma Dash. Both of these work. The Magma Dash is just like a worse version of Light and Z Dash. The actual magical spells you're going to want to be using is the Orange Hollow from Magma, and then you're also going to want to be using the Blue Flames from Magma. And then from Gum, you're going to want to be using Gatling Gun, and then you're going to want to be using the Gear 2 spec. And then for your blessing, 6 Eyes like usual. Anyways, this setup is very, very powerful. I don't think it is quite as powerful as the previous 2 I showed, but still, this shreds every single boss in the game. Plus, you're getting a good amount of health with this. 6.3k is enough to survive pretty much any situation, and you're getting around 5,000 mana as well. With 6 Eyes, you will literally never run out of that. It is basically infinite mana. But as you guys can see, the damage output of this build is incredibly high. It is just a little bit weaker than the Curse build and the Limitless build, but I do think this is going to be your next best option because I do know the Curse artifact and the Limitless artifacts are very, very difficult to obtain, and this build is a lot easier to get than the previous 2. Anyways guys, thank you very much for watching my video going over the 3 best no game pass, no limited items builds in Legends ReWritten. Comment down below your own builds that you think are really good that don't use game passes or 3 magics or anything like that. I'd love to check them out. But anyways guys, I hope this video helped you out. Leave a like if it did, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in my next Legends ReWritten video. Bye!